Coach, how does it feel to lock up Coach Gibbs for 2 more years and to have him back leading your defense?
Yeah, we're excited. He had a vision when he got here, what he wanted and the type of player he wanted in the system, and he's recruited towards that. He's worked towards that. And we've definitely seen progress this year, not where we want to be, but have a lot of those young guys come back, have some young guys that redshirted, and excited in the direction they're headed.
Did y'all start talking about his extension?
After the season, yeah, he wanted to just focus on obviously continuing to keep our jobs, and otherwise it wouldn't have been a conversation anyway. So waited till after the season and talked about it and worked it out.
What do you think some of the next steps for that defense are in the years to come under him?
Just continue to get better. This is a tough league offensively, and everybody knows that year in, year out. It's probably the most innovative league in the country when you're talking about offenses and defenses. And the cat and mouse game week in, week out, when you look across the country at what people do, our league has some really, really good offensive coaches, some great defensive coaches now too. So we just got to keep getting better. We really made big strides in the takeaway department. Tied for first in the conference, I think, in turnover margin. And so it's better than where we were last year, and we just got to keep being in that area.
Kliff, the report that Bruce Feldman had a couple of days ago about Arizona State wanting Coach Gibbs and Herm Edwards obviously having a relationship with him. What went down there?
I'm not sure. You never know. On social media these days, a lot of stuff gets posted. I played for Herm, so he better not be doing that.
So you didn't have any?
No, I don't know if that was real or not real. I mean, people post all sorts of stuff that's unfounded. I don't know if it was or not.
How is the logistics going to work of your early signing period?
Yeah, still working through that. The early signing period in general is new for everybody, but we think we'll have an operation set up in one of the conference rooms there that we can handle faxes and phone calls and all of those things we have to do at the hotel there in Birmingham.
How big of how difficult does that make it when you're preparing during a game week? And
yeah,
we
have a good support system here, and I think those guys will have a good plan in place so coaches can coach and handle what they need to handle, and those guys can get any faxes and anything we need on that end.
How many guys do you think you will sign on?
I'd say close to half the class. I don't know the exact number, but just talking to them, about half the guys want to get it done, and then other guys, for whatever reason, are going to wait, whether it's they want to sign with their teammates or have some other reason. I'd say close to half the class.
Can you just speak to what Coach Gibbs brings to the recruiting front for you guys? Obviously, he's shown that he can develop really good players, but just to be able to go out and kind of find those ones that are right for this program? Yeah,
right for his system as well. He's a great evaluator. I think that's been such a huge help as he's evaluated guys that fit his system and then got them here, good kids that want to be at Texas Tech, and that makes a big difference. And then obviously they've developed them well because I think that there's some young players that are going to help us next year that redshirted, not to mention all the guys we have coming back.
When you said you expect to sign about half the class, how many are you expecting to sign total between now and February?
Yeah, that's a good question. I don't know the exact number. Somewhere between 20 and 22, I think. So we'll see how it all works out. There's always attrition as we go through this part of the year, but that would be my guess.
What would you say your priorities this class are, and how do you feel about how you have done addressing them?
Yeah, I think we've done well. Similar to every year, you want to find big, strong linemen that can block and big, strong D linemen that can rush the passer and stop the run. And those are our top 2 priorities. And then we have a lot of guys coming back on this team. So hopefully we can bring those guys in this class, redshirt them, and let them develop. And there'll be a few that can play, I'm sure.
Dakota's a guy that we've talked about over and over and over again this year. His presence has just been huge for you guys. Can you just speak, I guess, to what he brings from a leadership standpoint to this team?
Yeah, he's been what you want in a leader, really. He's a guy that can talk about what not to do from experience and share his story with the young guys and the way he approaches the game. Day in, day out, the energy he brings, the focus, the appreciation for what he has now, coming from where he was. He's been huge for that defense. I've said it along, when he got into that issue, he would have been the last person on our roster I would have expected. And he's a fantastic young man, and we're lucky to have him.
How's Rico Jeffers looked with his ankle?
He's back. Yeah, he's back. Talked to him yesterday. He felt like by the game he'd be 100%. So we've got him in some good conditioning stuff, and he's looked sharp. He's come a long way as a true freshman to step in there, and really been proud of his progress.
Anything else?
Have any players left the team after finals?
Not that I know of. But you never know how these things go. Most of them like to get home before they text me or call me to have that conversation. So we'll see. But no, I feel like we've pretty much have most of the guys that started still here with us.
Academic-wise, is everybody okay?
We're still working through that. Finals wrapped up Wednesday, and so grades should post by this weekend.